Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilleys Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Going to do one cast today. It's Friday the 29th, or is it the 30th? I think it's the 30th of October. I am spot locked at the Narrows. They're running 1 unit of water. It's a beautiful day, sunshine. If you know the Narrows, over on this side, the shallow side, it's flat, it's fairly shallow. On this side, you have the channel, and right here along the channel is a hump of gravel, and I'm pretty much on the hump. And so I can fish either side. This side's quite a bit deeper, but still not bad. This side's pretty flat and 3-4 foot deep, 3 foot. I've done this before on one cast, but I'm gonna chuck and duck using a Temple Fork TI CRX 6 foot, 9 foot, and that 6 weight, 9 foot rod. I've got shooting line, which is a Cortland product. I'll think of the name in a minute. As a butt section connected to my shooting line, I've got about 6 feet of 20-pound line. Then I've got a snap swivel that slides. It's through the eye, so it slides back and forth. And I didn't bring any real heavy pencil weights, so I've got 2 connected, which, you know, it shouldn't do, but I'm doing it because I need more weight. And then I've got 3 foot of tippet, which is 4X tippet. And I'm using a 14 gray scud, which I've bent out just a little bit. Casted one time and caught about a 19-inch rainbow. I was actually testing out the weight to see if I had the right weight, so I guess I do. The idea is to throw this out, no indicator. Throw it a little bit upstream, let it roll down, the weights roll, puts the fly on the bottom, rolling along. I want it, feel it ticking the bottom, but I don't want it sticking. That's the reason why you use the right amount of weight with the depth of water you have in the current you're fishing. It takes a lot of practice. It took me years of fishing up at the Pier Marquette in central Michigan to master this, and I feel like I'm pretty good at it. I use it up in Alaska a lot, and I'm drifting a lot with my spot lock. It's moving on me quite a bit. I want to see if I can readjust. So I'm having trouble with my spot lock, not quite staying where I want it to. Sorry. We'll see what it does. If it keeps me relatively still, I'm fine. I don't have to be totally stationary. I see a lot of fish down here though. I don't know, spot lock, it drifts and drifts and drifts, and then it takes me back up to the spot. I hit the spot lock and then it will then drift again. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and do this before I drift all the way out of here. I said they're running 1 unit of water, I think. They actually have been varying the flow today. I'm not doing very good. There we go. So I can feel that weight going along the bottom, just ticking the bottom. Of course, now my boat's going upstream and making my drift a lot faster than it should have been. Kind of wasted my first cast. All right, here we go. So that's putting that scud right on the bottom, and I can feel it ticking, and a fish will tick it, but the line will stop. You let that go almost all the way to the end, and you give it a little tug just in case there's one nibbling on it and you're not feeling it. This works a lot better if you're wading, not as well fishing from a boat. Especially on that little end where I set the hook right at the end. It's not really a cast as much as it is a slinging it, but you got to get it relatively in the place you want the best place to throw it, not just any place. And again, that might have been a fish. Again, that takes practice and knowing how your drift is going to act, where you put it. The shooting line is designed to go through the water with very little drag, and also be slick to where it slides through your guides real well. I knew I was going to do that, catch one on the first cast, and then that's it. Of course, when you set the hook, you set your hook down and across. Gonna reel in just a little bit more. That'll be dip. Now that was a good drift. Kind of rolled real slow all the way down there. Okay, I'm going to throw it out there a little further. Does not work in all circumstances. You've got to have pretty much a straight current. Any kind of eddy really messes up your drift. Kind of felt like a fish. Okay, I'm going to go to the other side here in a second. Oh, that felt like a fish. One more time. Not good. I really don't like to anchor out in the middle of the lake. Got people drifting by, and I don't want to block anybody's drift, but I kind of lined up behind that stick so that if they got to miss the stick, they'll miss me. There's a stick in the middle of the gravel bar sticking up. That felt good. Okay. Wait till these waves go by. I don't know what it is about catching one fish and then that's it. Happens a lot. Lay down. Okay. I see fish in the water all around me. Okay. What's up, bud? I got a little green stuff on my fly. It might help to get that off. Okay. Well, I just lost my Scott. That's why you use 4X, because or heavier tippet, because a lot of times just it gets caught on the bottom and caught on a rock, and all you got to do is just I use a heavy rod, like a 6 or 7 weight. I use a 7 up in Alaska for big fish, for salmon, because we're using pretty heavy weights and you need that heavy rod. It also kind of backfires sometimes because you go to set the hook, the heavy rod just breaks the line. Ooh, maybe I got rotten line. That should not have broken like that. Got Steve Dickey gonna drift right by me here in a second. I'd like to catch a fish before he gets here. Okay. I generally do not leave line out past the reel. Also, I'm got all the line out. A little bit too far upstream. That's what I mean about fishing from a boat, doing this. It's a lot better wading. I might be using too much weight here, so I'm going to take one of these off. Not sure why it's grabbing a lot more than it did on the other side. Yeah, I don't know. You generally hold the rod pretty high, then you just kind of feed it line as it gets down. See what I'm gonna do. Steve gets by me. I'll move down just a little ways. Okay, we're going down a little ways. Okay. You're gonna take me right up on the shallow spot? Okay. There we go. Ha! Just had to get in the right spot, I guess. Ooh, good fish. This is where the 6-weight rod and the 4X tippet comes in handy. putting a lot of pressure on him. I don't want to wear him down too hard. That hook may pop out. Okay, I got you one more time, buddy. Get his head above the water and skating in. My camera's okay, I guess. Get the bug out, corner of his mouth. Get the jig out of my net, maybe. Hold on. Keep him in the water until he's ready. Pretty fast. And put him back in. Cool. And repeat. Drift down and look at some new water. Let's fish this. Oops. It's not what I told you to do. Maybe I did. I hit the wrong button. You hit the wrong button in one of these things, you put yourself in a world of hurt. As fast as this thing goes. Ha! Oh! I'll check my hook. That was a good fish. Make sure it's not bent. That was a good fish. I'm down a little faster water, so I might have to put another weight on there. You can drift with this thing too. So if I lower this, hit that button, that's a little continuous thing. Then I hit the north, and it'll just slow me down instead of stopping me. That might work pretty good. Going a little too fast. There we go. One more fish. No. I'll call you right back. You might be seeing this late tonight. We got a dinner tonight, and I might not have time to edit it. Till late. Okay. I was hoping for one more fish, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Okay, I better go. Thanks for watching. I'm going to mark this down kind of as an instructional too. Talked a little bit about shooting line. It's not exhaustive, but it kind of gives you an idea of how it works. But like I said, it took me, you know, I used to go up to Michigan in the 80s fishing the chuck and duck for salmon. It took me 2 full weeks. The first time I went up, fished a week, didn't catch anything. And the second year I went up for a week, I caught a few, but it just takes a lot of practice. But it really works good in certain conditions. I like it. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.